Welcome back, everybody, to the Dash for Cash Ipswich Kart Club. It is the first of the finals. The little people, the Cadet 9s, and from the front, the formidable pairing of the Z course drivers of Jensen and Jackson Burns, as they all slow it down and just get them into formation. This could be a mighty interesting final indeed, if for no other reason, because those two brothers, they just don't want each other to win. They're at each other like you wouldn't believe. I've never seen anything like it. So, here we go. Round towards the flip-flop they come. Jensen and Jackson Burns off the front. Cooper I can see off the second row with, I think, is the 89. It is indeed the 89 of Corbin Kasua. Rinaldi looks like he's on the third row with Walton. Although it could be McKaylee, because that number 3 looks like a 7, or it used to be a 7. We'll see after they get going. They've gone through 12. There's no stewards there to slow them down. I think these guys are going to do it all themselves. But they've actually put the pedal to the metal onto the start finish line. Do we go? Green light racing. Yes, we do. Cooper jumps to second. He's divided the Burns brothers. And it was Jensen, I think, that got the jump. Max Walton's jumped to 4th. It was indeed Jensen that went through. It's Jensen Burns from Cooper, from Jackson Burns, from Walton, in that order at the minute, as they come up to Patrice's for the first flying lap, all still trying to sort it out. And it was the 23 who got through next. That is indeed the flying Basilio McKenna. Oh, one's pulled off. Who's pulled off? Can't quite see the car from here. We've got a retirement. Burns gone past Cooper. I think he has. He's gone through. Burns has gone through, so it's Burns and Burns from Cooper, from Walton, as they come over the start-finish line to begin the second flyer. And it was Kasura that's jumped up into 6th above Rinaldi, but it's McKaylee who's holding on to that 5th spot. Through the flip-flop they come, ragging these things as hard as they can. Walton, he's got past Cooper. Cooper's struggling with the handling. That cart is not handling well. Jackson Cooper is struggling like crazy. He's only just holding on to 4th. He might well get taken by McKaylee in a minute. Not quite sure what's wrong with it. He's having to go defensive even. Through DTE they've gone. And look at the front 3. The teammates are at each other. Into Howards they go. Back through 12. On to 13. And if you can tell them 3 apart from where I am, you're a better man than me. Because it is Burns, Walton now from Jackson Burns. It all changed on that lap. Now Walton fancies it. He is right behind Jensen Burns in the 31. He's going to have to hang on. It's Jensen from there. Through Crane Hotline they go. Onto the Speed Bowl. 2 laps completed. And it is still Jensen Burns from Wax Walton, from Jackson Burns. Then Cooper still hanging on from McKaylee, from Kasua, then Rinaldi, then it's Citolin, then Santin, then Burke, then it's Oliver and Colangelo. Isaac McNeil is not showing as the leading trio head into Howards. Through they go. On to 12. On to 13. Who can tell these 3 apart? Who wants to win most? Who will it be? Jensen Burns from Walton. Walton gives him a touch. Just gave him a little tap. Over the line. Into 2. On to 3 they come. Now towards the flip-flop. Burns, Walton, Burns, through Crane Hotline they go. Cooper's settled into a rhythm now. Cooper seems to be holding on. Just up they go into Patrice's. Down they go, down to DTE. The leading trio still. Burns, Walton, Burns. How long will Walton be the meat in that sandwich? Down the back straight he goes. He got the run this time. He has, but he's had the door closed on him. He really tried to go through. couldn't quite make that stick. Now he's got to think about it again. Oh, it's all action behind them as well. We'll call it when they come through, but it is Burns from Walton, from Burns into the kink. Cooper still hanging on just. Oh no, Cooper's been taken. McKaylee's got past Cooper. New order. Burns, Walton, Burns, McKaylee, Cooper, and then it is Kasur, Rinaldi. He fires through just in front of Citylin and Santin as they head up towards Patrise's again. Walton right with the Burns brothers. Down he goes into DTE. Now who gets the best run onto the back straight? No gap this time, but Walton gets the run. Yes, he does. Walton through to the front. Can he hold it? No, they want wide. It's allowed Jackson Burns to go through. It all went wrong for Walton, and Jackson Burns says thank you very much. He goes through to the front. Jackson, what a lead he's got now as well. Just 3 laps to go, and I make that at least 10 car lengths. Jackson Burns will be rubbing his hands together, although not quite yet. Don't do that just yet, my friend. Through Crate Hotline they go. Back up towards us then, towards Patrise's. It's a 1 second lead that Jackson Burns has inherited when Jensen and Max Walton came together in Howard's. Down to DTE they go, onto the back straight. Still it looks like a second. It is Jackson Burns from Walton and Jensen Burns. Into Howard's they go. Through 12 now, onto 13. Still all to play for. It was 1 second the lead that Burns had on Jensen Burns. It's still 0.941. Still McKaylee is in 4th. Still Kasur in 5th. Rinaldi still 6th as they stream through the flip-flop. Kasur there, hot on the heels of McKaylee. Can he get back with him? Rinaldi's trying to close that gap back. And down near the back now, Cooper's had all sorts of dramas. He's right behind Citylin. It's Citylin, Cooper, Burke, Santin, all locked together. Through Patrise's they go. Not sure what that drama that Cooper's had, but he seems to have gone backwards at a rapid rate of knots in this one. Down the back straight they go. Over the line shortly will come the flying Jackson Burns in that number 3 cart. White flag is waved. 1 lap to go through the kink. It's still 0.659 the gap. Back towards us in the flip-flop. Burns, and Burns. Jensen's got past Walton. So it is Jackson out front from Jensen. And then it's Walton as they come up to Patrise's for the last time. Looks like Jackson could well have this one in the bag. This is the final, remember. Last time through DTE. Down the back straight they go. Into Howard's. Looks like it could well be a 1, 2, 3 Z course result. Jackson Burns looks like he's there. Cadet 9 final. Your winner, the number 3 Jackson Burns. Second, Jensen Burns. Third, Max Walton. Fourth, Basilio McKaylee. Fifth, Corbin Kasur. Sixth, Luke Rinaldi. Seventh, Jake Santin. Eighth, James Citylin. Ninth, Jackson Cooper. 10th, Kai Burke. 11th, Oceana Colangelo. And unfortunately, Ewan Oliver didn't finish, and Isaac McNeil retired.